Did you take a canoe to work this morning, or did you navigate roads? So there's water everywhere, right, this morning, and that includes basements and crawl spaces, and that's what this video is about. Kind of an impromptu video, but just some things you need to be thinking about in terms of owning a home and the difficulties sometimes associated with that, especially if you have an older home and you like a rock foundation. I mean, those are very porous, obviously, and certainly not waterproof, as you're probably familiar with. And a lot of times on those older homes, the gratings doesn't slope away from the homes like it really should, so you definitely need to be checking those out. Some other things to think about: flood insurance is an option for you, and if flood insurance is required, then it's expensive, like if you're in a flood zone. But when you're just adding in it on policy, from what I recall, it shouldn't be too much, and that could be really helpful on situations like we're having now. You know, if you've got a finished basement, or even a basement that just holds storage, but maybe it has your furnace and like your water heater in it, you know, flood insurance could be something to look at in those situations for the future. Sump pumps, I suspect Lowe's and Home Depot, places like that, they're going to be going quick this morning. But if you know you have problems, recurring problems with water, look, if we get a heavy storm in your area, or just every spring, just get a sump pump, have it on hand. They're super easy to use. Plug them in, and then they're just connect to a hose, and you can run that hose out to a street. Don't run it to a neighbor's yard, but just run it out to the street if you can get it that far, and get ready so you can have something to be prepared. We'll do a live look at my crawl space here in a minute. I haven't opened it up this morning. I did clear a frog out from the entry, so a little prep, but I haven't actually looked at it, so I'm kind of anxious about that, but I thought I'd do that with you here in a minute. So, you know, if those local places, Lowe's, Home Depots, are out of sump pumps, you can always check with rental places if you need something. And then, you know, obviously Amazon or someplace online, you know, you can get them within a couple days. So if you've got water in there, you know, you'll probably still have some in there in a couple days, but again, just have something on hand. They're not that much, and this is something you need to be able to take care of when or if it happens. Let's talk about if you already have a sump pump, and maybe it's in your crawl space or a basement. You can have a secondary pump in case the first one fails. I've already heard a couple reports from people I know this morning about their sump pumps failing. But probably the best thing you can do is have an alarm on a sump pump. And basically, when it senses it's not working as it should, that alarm goes off and alerts you to the potential of a problem. So check into those things. And now we'll see, take a crawl space tour, maybe. We'll see on. I'm not sure how well I can do this holding the phone, but we'll take a look. My crawl space, I haven't been down here for a little over a year. It does have a vapor barrier, so that makes it a little bit hard to see, but I've got a stick here, long stick from a woodworking project that I did a few weeks ago. I can poke around a little bit. There's another little frog. So we'll see how this goes. Another thing to think about, if you really do have big water problems, you need to call a company, because you need to get the water out of there. You need to get the air moving. So don't wait on that. I know it's frustrating, can feel overwhelming, but call Serve Pro or one of those other restoration companies, Service Master, and you need to get going on that. Even if they say they can't get to you real quick, you got to get on their list, because you need to get it taken care of. Oh, hey. So I'm not expecting any problems down here. couple year, 3-year-old home, but you just never know. I don't know how well you can see that. So on top's dry, so we don't have any major problems. I'm not going to go down there and crawl around. Any crawl space, by the way, is not going to be perfectly level. So we'll poke around and see if we have any soggy places. Yeah, seems like we're okay. At least we don't have a major problem, so that's good. All right, if you guys need help with anything, obviously reach out to me, and let me know if you need something. Hope you're well.